Okay, Ryan Covert here. I'm back in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. I came down to try to, get some opinions on the second impeachment of Donald Trump. So I just got down here. The city definitely has a different feel to it than the last few times that I've been down here. What they call the Capitol riot I was down here for, and then I was here for the Joe Biden inauguration. The security force is a lot different now than what it was then. I mean, it's definitely a little bit more relaxed. There's still some heavy fences up around the White House and some of the other important government buildings, but I mean, I'm going to turn this around here because I'm in Black Lives Matter Plaza right now. As you can see, the White House and the Washington Monument are right behind me. There's a lady there with a megaphone right now that's got a sign up that says she's running for president sooner or later. But I'm going to turn this around because, as you can see, Black Lives Matter Plaza, and you can see security is kind of lax. They're starting to tear the boards down. I mean, there was a lot of stuff boarded up the last time I was down here, but the boards are coming down. So I mean, that's a positive sign that that the atmosphere in D.C., our nation's capital, is kind of starting to relax a little bit, and getting back to normal. I mean, the city is busy today, as you can see the streets down there. I mean, everything's kind of open back up. It's good to see the restaurants are open back up. There's a lot of people walking the streets and whatnot. Like I said, there's one more shot of the guys that are tearing the boards down at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute. So that's a good side, because I mean, this stuff was heavily boarded up all the way around. And there's the Black Lives Matter. Dr. King over there behind the tree, kind of watching out for everybody. Gotta appreciate that. There's a lot of history down here, though. As I said, there's the White House with the Washington Monument behind it. You can see there are some news crews starting to show up now to kind of cover what's going on. I'm curious to hear what people have to say down here about the impeachment, the second impeachment of Donald Trump, because I mean, he's not a sitting president anymore. He has left office. So I mean, this whole thing is another politically motivated situation where they're spending taxpayer dollars to do something that doesn't really need to happen. They're worried about him running again. I don't understand why they're so worried about him running again. They beat him this time, so what would make the difference? Why can't they beat him again? I don't understand what they're afraid of, or why they're so afraid of America First, Trump politics. But let's see what her sign says. Just paid off immediately. Melody Crombie, presidential candidate. She doesn't have, she got about as big a crowd as I think Joe Biden did when he was out campaigning, so who knows, maybe she stands a chance. But as you can see, the streets are busy again. I mean, this is right in front of the White House, where you couldn't get to during Inauguration Day. It's still heavily fenced in. There's still a pretty good police presence, but it's not as bad as what it was during Inauguration Day. As you can see, they still have the concrete barriers in places, and there's still some crowd control stuff going on, but I mean, it's not as bad as what it was before. So turn this back around here. I'm kind of going to wander around here, and I'm going to head to the Supreme Court sometime today. That's where I want to. It's kind of where I want to check out later on. So you can check back later on. I just kind of want to give you an intro that I am back in D.C. Why I'm here is because I want to try to get as much information about, the impeachment, the second impeachment of Donald Trump, and kind of see how people feel about it, because it's it's definitely an interesting time in our country, and people want to see from the ground level what's actually happening down here. So okay, so that's Ryan Covert, Top Shelf Butler News. If you haven't liked or followed my page yet, I'd appreciate it if you did. It's growing quickly, so I appreciate that, and Yeah, have a good day. Check back later on. Like I said, I'm definitely going to. I mean, the rumor has there's going to be some protests, and there's going to be some people to talk to down here that have opinions on what's happening. So, from both sides. Like I said, I started Black Lives Matter Plaza, and there wasn't anything going on right now, but I think later on today there will be. So, okay, Ryan Covert, Top Shelf Baller News signing out. Thank you.